Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got a bunch of these squares of different dimensions put together, as you can see in this given diagram, such that this square is our largest square, whereas this blue square is our smallest square, and this square is our green shaded square. And moreover, the area of this blue square has been given to us as 4 square units. And now our task is to calculate the area of this green shaded square. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And here's our very first step. Let's focus on this tiny blue square first, and we know the area of this blue square has been given to us as 4 square units. And now our task is to calculate its side lengths. So therefore, let's recall the area of a square formula. Area is always equal to s square, where s represents the side length of the square, and in our case the area is 4. So therefore we can write the side length s square equals to 4. And now we are going to undo this square by taking a square root on both sides. So therefore we can see this square and square root undo each other. So therefore our side length s value turns out to be 2 units. So therefore the side length of this blue square is going to be 2, 2, 2, and 2 across the board. And now, since we are interested in calculating the area of this green shaded square, so therefore we must calculate its side length first before we could apply the very same area of the square formula. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this blue square has been landlocked by all these squares. So therefore we are going to think outside the box and draw some auxiliary lines to make our job simple. As you can see in this next step, I have drawn this perpendicular line by just simply extended this line, and now we can see that this line is going to parallel to this one and parallel to this one as well. And now let's make an observation. We know that this tiny segment length is 2 units. However, this tiny segment length is unknown. So therefore I'm going to label this tiny segment length as x units. And now let's focus on this square. Its side length is going to be simply x plus 2, isn't it? So therefore this side length is going to be x plus 2, and this side length is going to be x plus 2 as well. So thus this side length turns out to be x plus 2. And now we are going to focus on this white square. Its whole side length is going to be x plus 2 plus 2. That is going to give us x plus 4. So therefore this side length is going to be x plus 4. This side length is going to be x plus 4, and likewise this side length is going to be x plus 4 as well. So thus this side length of this square turns out to be x plus 4. And now we are going to focus on this bottom white square. Its side length is going to be equal to x plus 4 plus this tiny length 2. If we add them, that's going to give us x plus 6. So therefore this side length is going to be x plus 6. This side length is going to be x plus 6, and likewise this side length is going to be x plus 6 as well. And finally, we are going to focus on this largest white square. We can see that this side length is x plus 6, and this tiny length is 2. So therefore this whole side length of this largest square is going to be x plus 6 plus 2 is going to give us x plus 8. So therefore this side length is going to be x plus 8. Likewise, this side length is going to be x plus 8. Likewise, this is going to be x plus 8 and x plus 8 over here as well. So thus we could see the side length of this largest white square turns out to be x plus 8. And in this next step, I'm going to draw some more auxiliary lines to make our job simpler. I have drawn this perpendicular line by extending this side length of this green shaded square. And we could see that this line is going to be parallel to this line. So therefore we could see that this tiny segment length is going to be equal to this tiny segment length. And we know this segment length is x. So therefore this tiny segment length is going to be x as well. And now we know that this whole side length is x plus 8, and this tiny segment length is x. So therefore this remaining length is going to be x plus 8 minus x is going to give us simply 8. So thus our this segment length turns out to be 8. So therefore we conclude that this segment length is going to be 8 as well. And finally we are going to focus on this green shaded square, and we know its side length is 8 units. So therefore this side length is going to be 8, 8 and 8 across the board. And now we can calculate the area of this green shaded square easily. And now let's recall once again the area of a square formula. Area equals to s square, where s represents the side length. And in our case, the side length of this green square is 8. So therefore, this green shaded square area is going to be side length is 8 square, and 8 square is 64. So the area of this green shaded square turns out to be 64 square units. So thus after all the calculations and manipulations, the area of this green shaded square turns out to be 64 square units. In other words, the area of this green shaded square is going to be 64 square units. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.